Hey everybody. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We are in a dungeon. We are talking about dungeons. And we're playing the beautifully mapped Endless Paths of Odd Noir. Now, this dungeon was reminding me, I was saying before about...
Something over there.
It reminds me a lot of some of my favorite adventures from classic D&D. Particularly an old Judges Guild adventure called...
Quay?
Called Caverns of Thracia. Now, Caverns of Thracia is an adventure... It wasn't even officially published by Wizards of the Coast. It was published by... Judges Guild magazine,
what the flame has shown us?
And was a kind of Greek-themed dungeon crawl, basically, where you, as players, you would fight a tribe of gnolls on the surface, and then explore several levels of dungeon. And in the style of some of the best adventures of that era, eventually you would discover like a civilization underground and be drawn into some of the situations involving that strange troglodyte civilization. Lost City of Caverns of Sokojan? I can't remember. Yeah, Caverns of Sokojan. They're Lost City of Sokojan. I'm gonna look it up. It was both. It was the Lost Caverns of Sokojakanth. That's another adventure that I think does that, where you end up with multiple factions in the adventure. Lost City does that. It's an old basic adventure. I find it's a way to it recontextualizes the adventure partly through. So you're like, I'm in a dungeon, and I'm doing dungeon stuff, and I am pretty settled into how that works. And then all of a sudden, we're removed from that environment, and we're forced to deal with something else. There's like a more political situation, or there's some NPCs to interact with. Because often in a dungeon, the only NPCs that you have available to interact with are...
Be cautious.
Monsters.
Be constant.
So like soon-to-be corpses. Or what the hell's going on here? Oh yeah, look at this cool ogre. Why are you... Oh, you are just gonna tag me. Okay. Like Ogre Queen. Alright, let's get ready to get hit very hard. I'm gonna freeze the druid.
Yes?
I'm going to... We'll try to pull down this ogre as fast as we can.
Quay?
Let's engage her. Let's buff the team. I'll save that for a second. Debuff all them.
Yes?
Point the way.
Master speaks, kill it, I'll have its hands, its head. It will stand watch. Rad.
Tell me.
Okay, everybody, attack the shit out of this thing.
Eh?
Hi?
Where is Aloth? Aloth? Okay. Yeah, let's lightning bolt this guy. Never get to cast that. Awesome. Classic D&D bouncy lightning bolts. Okay, now I'm gonna do a buff, I think. Damage resistance. Or not. Jesus, man.
Hi?
Following your lead. Roak 10!
Let's heal Durance again while he's on his butt.
Zero. Permet kong swolias. I'm ready.
What?
Still knocked down? You are terrible, pal.
Stand! Let's need some reminder!
Yeah.
Yeah, you just try casting your spells. How dare you?
For the Republic. For the Republic. The Arabs
On your way. With the Ansalu.
That was no big deal. What's this? Might serve as a very uncomfortable belt. I'll take it. Diamonds? Not especially rare and can be purchased at reasonable prices in most areas of the world. Fantasy.
Que?
Rusted
What?
shield.
If it makes you rest easier.
Que?
Anything hidden in this throne room? No? Okay.
And the fire shows me something.
Aha, there we go. I figured there would be. Bracers of deflection. Excellent. Got so many shields. I have a request from chat to take. What is this? Oh my god, I have a baby dragon? How did I not see that? Jesus Christ. What is
I'm ready.
wrong with me? Look at how cute that thing is. God, what an embarrassment. I should just quit this game in shame. Missed out on that baby dragon. I am a fool. Alright, let's get these bracers too. Alright, so request to take a look at the encyclopedia and check out what it has to say about ogres. No, look at that. Look at that swagger. I got a tree. Large, thick-skinned creatures. D&D standard stuff. As intelligence, civilized races with their overwhelming hostility keeps their numbers low. So their natural intelligence, volatile temperaments have historically prevented them from concentrating long enough to do any good, blah, blah, blah. On rare occasion, they're found working together, operating under the direction of an ogre matron. So big, tough, aggressive ogre lady. Okay, so no information on either of those.
Tell me. Tell me.
So far I'm finding Pallegina to be an acceptable tank. She takes a lot more damage, I'm finding, than our previous tank. But also she dishes out more, so fights tend to end more quickly.
For the Republic.
So it's a 6 of one, half dozen the other situation. It's a bit more of like a good offense versus a very solid defense.
For the Republic.
Just exploding chunks of ogre. Down goes Durance. Still.
Tell me.
Ooh, the south curtain wall is complete. How do I know this? I got a magic text message?
Quit.
Oh, okay, so now I'm on the other side of the river. Hey, a dead guy. What a good your gun did you, huh?
Tell me.
Sorry, friend.
Slowly now.
Creep along. There's a subtype of ogres in Dragonlance, because Dragonlance always had to like mess around with the subtypes. So there was a subtype of ogre that had blue skin, and I think they could shape change. I can't remember the name of them, but they split off into two races, and there's the one normal race, and then the ones that became the big dumb ogres. I can't remember what they were called, but alternate ogre mythologies. Yes, there we go. I knew someone in chat would know. They were called the Eardead. I was wondering if these trolls were going to attack me one at a time. Oh dear, they're going to get behind my lines. This is not going to go well. Over first. Dragonlance was one of those fandoms, I guess, though that was what we would have called it at the time, that I never got into. I was always a Forgotten Realms kid myself, thanks almost exclusively to the fact that Baldur's Gate was a thing, and that
yes.
That I read a lot of the like Dristord novels when I was younger.
Tell me.
Also, I'm being told that I missed something important on the upper level, which is funny because I thought I had scoped it all out, but I guess not. Maybe I'll go back up and check.
Border Republic. The Axis Box Converan.
There we go.
The Axis Box Converan.
Many ogre deaths. Trolls. Sorry. God. Cruel of me to not know them apart. Now, in retrospect, as an adult, the Dragonlance novels and the Forgotten Realms novels I loved so much as a kid were very poorly written. Incredibly pulpy. I mean, there are some, of course, just like you know, the majority of the Shadowrun novels are terrible. There are a few that are good. None the like literary heavy hitters that you know, that one might hope for, but still, you know, some good entertaining stuff. I definitely remember the first one that I ever read was, it was a Dristord novel. I think that it was the second book in the trilogy. I think it was like Homeland, Exile. I can't remember. Whatever the second one of that trilogy was. And I remember as a kid being like, wow, this is amazing. He's so evil, but not really in his heart, he's good. He's a good dude, and he's an elf, but he's a dark elf. But, like, what a cool rebel being a good guy. I don't know. The whole thing is just so corny. But when you're, like, 12, who cares, right? Like... What's his action? There we go. Housed within a quiet alcove, this stone figure strides boldly forward, one arm held high. Judging by the style of clothing, the cracked remnants of a beard upon the statue, Aloth suspects this is the Earl of Yenwood, a lauded warrior. He was known to lead his men into battle wielding a gleaming saber, riding a gleaming Buickless saber. An impressive statue. How old do you think this is? I don't know. Or care?
My eyes are peeled.
Yeah, I get the impression that the Dragonlance books were like that, but not. They were like the Forgotten Realms books, like the Driss novels, or whatever, but not quite as I don't know, simplistic, maybe. But I think that, I mean, you find as a kid, you find books that resonate with you for whatever reason. And it's not that kids don't have an appreciation for literature, per se, but that they appreciate it in a different way. And that I definitely know that I was affected by those novels positively in that they helped me build a sense of fantasy, of knowing, like, kind of what pulpy modern fantasy was like. But, you know, it's like so many things you like when you're a kid. Going back in time to read them, it's not the same. Alright. Cast in orange hues with a guttering torch as a massive creature sits at the rear of this wide chamber. He looks like he's standing to me. There's an acrid stench of blood and offal about the room, and a hot, malodorous gust wafts towards you. Stink wind. There's an acrid stench of blood, blah, 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 stirring up dust. If they had only known how many unwitting fools have wandered in my camp, I would not have been exiled. Despite his words, the ogre studies you dispassionately. His pale, grim features. Sorry, I'm yawning because I've heard the word grim so many times, it's putting me to sleep. Guys, ladies, this dungeon, it's grim. It's a grim dungeon. I think they've lost the taste for God, like now they've feasted on one another for so long. I will not be fattened for the eating. Eating? Eaten by whom? The rest of my tribe. Ah, cannibal ogres. There's nothing left of us. They follow our matron Mylene. She, my Zola, my queen, succumbed to madness a long time ago. Well, she's very dead. Zola's dead. I slew her and her warriors before I came here. I should thank you, godlike. You've done more than I could. It is not gratitude, I feel, but take this all the same. I will not need it where I go. Take care in this place, godlike. It is unmade more than my people. I remember Zola as she was before. Perhaps I will see her again in another life. Okay. Slow. Ogre. Gone. What did I get? Oh, I gained a bunch of levels. And Adar came back from his adventure. Well, how was it, Adar? Excuse me. No events currently pending. Well, great, but I want to know about... Why is there a notification? Whatever, I'll go back there upstairs later. Alright. Dianea has leveled up. My cool Italian pistol duelist armor. gonna save her points. And I'm also going to buy her... What does Dominated do? Overrides Charmed. Wow, okay. I already have Charmed. This will be a more powerful version. Let's try it. And can I take Gunner? Oh yeah, faster reload speed. Awesome. Yeah, I like Dinah using guns. All right, who's next? Goofball Wizard. Save his points too. We'll teach him Minoletta's concussive missiles. And let's take Penetrating Blast. And Durance. So he's got 12. So I'm going to bump that up and save the rest for next time. And Inspiring Radiance. Okay.
I'm ready.
Great. Well, that was a worthwhile quest. I feel good about having done that. Let's see what we can do with Kana here. Let's bump that up a little. This is the charming one. This actually might be fun. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make a charming spell. And he's got all his class ones, so let's give him marksman. Okay. I want to go to Kana and I want to change his song. I want to change it to... There we go. Can I add a third one? Yeah, okay, I can. Good. Did I not take the... charm one? Oops.
I'm ready.
On your word.
Oh, it's a spell. Yeah, awesome.
Tell
okay.
me.
Perfect. Yeah, more charms. Charming is good. I don't want to go up, though. I want to go back to level 4. Cool. Well, I'm glad that I went back.
Quit.
Thank you, chat. Okay.
I understand.
So the endless paths, level 4. Kind of digging the endless paths. It's more
Slow and silent.
nuanced, I guess, than I expected. There's more like actual kind of like quest stuff going on. which is neat.
Que?
Brave thou
Disgusting looking ooze. Yeah,
Yes?
oozed.
Slow and silent. Permet Consuelia.
It's funny how
For the
much
Republic.
teleporting beetles. It's funny how much video games change the way that we view the aesthetics of things. Like for me, a defining factor of the aesthetics of Dungeons and Dragons was the old D&D arcade games. They've recently been re-released. Chanted them to death. Like Magic Missile as like a little blue ball with several smaller blue balls that fly around. I always envisioned Magic Missiles to look like that. The D&D arcade game, the only place you could play it where I grew up was there was an arcade, but across the street from the arcade there was a go-kart place, and at the go-kart place they had, you know, go-karts and skee-ball and stuff, but they also had this D&D arcade game. And my brother and I played that arcade game so many times, just because it was the only way to play D&D outside of actually playing D&D for us at the time. So we were
Yeah.
just like obsessed with it because, you know, kids getting obsessed with stuff. So every time we went, we would go and we'd play it as close to, like, we play all of our quarters in the same game. And like, I can't, it's so ingrained now, the whole aesthetic of that game, that I just can't imagine D&D looking any different. That is a huge ooze. Which I think is cool, right? Like, sticks to snakes. I know what that, casting that spell sounds like, and like, I don't know. It's such a fun thing to see these like cultural artifacts that get blended around that way. Yeah. Ooze friends. Well, that's awkward.
Brave thou Philod
For the Que? Permet Consuelia.
I just about said something really stupid. So these stone beetles have a very high armor class. Or damage resistance, or
I understand.
whatever in this game, whatever they call it. Alright, where's that saber? Rundle's Finery of Lore Giving? That's kind of cool. Oh my god, he looks so silly. Alright, let's give him that. We'll try that out. And let's see if this sword is better than what my paladin is currently using. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's compare. Okay. Resolution versus Hearth Harvest. So, better interrupt, better damage, annihilation, reliable and fine, interfering, burning lash, rending. Let's try it. Try it out. Maybe it'll be great. It certainly looks cool.
I'm ready.
I wonder if it's that guy's. I wonder if it's that guy's particular weapon. The Lord that we saw above. Okay. So skills, 12 points. Definitely putting some in survival. Accurate wounding shot. Merciless companions. Vicious companion. Vicious companion. Okay.
Tell me.
I have a small but vicious
I shall
dog.
be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very brave. Thou Philoth.
Poison!
Yes.
Permet Consolia. For the Republic.
Yeah, resolution. It is that guy's sword. Cool.
The Arches Vox Converano.
Good work.
I understand.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oh, cool. That's pretty neat. Its massive face appears to have been somehow shaped out of living Adra. Each ridge is
That must
smooth
have
and
taken
straight.
somebody a very long time.
Yeah. That's very impressive.
And the fire shows me something new.
Some Veloon.
Permet
Yeah, Oozes.
Consolia.
We'll be the Ooze master by the time we're done here.
Poison. Poison.
Ooh.
Eh?
Poison. Poison. Poison.
Permet Consolia. Oh, God. Tell me.
There we go. Well, the domination doesn't last long here.
Poison.
I understand. Good. Slowly now.
Anything up this way?
Brave thou Philoth.
Alright.
Poison. What?
Settle!
On your word. Roak 10.
Go.
Que?
Ooze plasma and troll skin. Gross. Alright, so we're continuing through the dungeon. There's this massive stone head, which is really cool. We've seen that. It implies some fairly significant arcane craftsmanship was present either in the construction of, or prior to the construction of this particular dungeon.
Permet Consuelias. The Arches Vox Converano. The Arches Vox Converano.
And I'm having a hard time standing, listening to Pellegrina talk, because she's
I understand.
Brave thou Philoth.
got a limited number of things to say. And it's becoming a little tedious already. And I'm sure I'll be able to just
Yeah.
let it fade into the background.
Settle!
fighting a lot of oozes, so there's that.
For the Republics.
That's it.
Permet Goliath.
Okay. So right now I'm not on any kind of quest or anything. I'm just sort of like clearing out these levels of the
See
dungeon.
now what the flame has shown us?
Oh, some blackened, standard dungeon trappings, blackened scrolls, rotten stuff, what appears to be a cookie of some kind. Bloodstone overseer seal. Secret piece of white Ogre shaped around a bloodstone gem. On the back is an engraving of a sword. My journal is molting pages. I do not know if any part of my account will survive this expedition. It's molting pages. We thought Skada lost alongside Edriga, but she's returned, carrying a strange seal and a smirk on her face despite her injury. She's badly wounded and Merrick is tending to her. Sounds scary. I've been researching the seal in the meantime. It is of an intricate design made of Ogre around a bloodstone gem. It seems one of our predecessors was attempting to translate some of the inscriptions in these ruins. According to his text, these seals were buried by 3 Engwithan overseers, the Guardian, the Builder, and the Scribe. This one seems to belong to the Guardian, who is charged with defending these ruins against incursions from dangerous beasts. I have to admit, I don't believe he did a very good job of that.
Que?
Investigate the seal.
The Arches Vox Convera.
Brave thou Philothelim. What?
Oh, God. Tell me. Permet Goliath.
How may I help?
The Arches Vox Converan.
I have them. Go acte. Brave thou Philothelim.
Another set of foes falls to my sword, and guns, and magic, and other miscellaneous destructive material. All kinds of killing weapons.
Brave thou Philothelim.
Oh dear, that is a lot of stuff. So I'll take a little walk back this way, shall we? No. Face the enemies,
What?
please.
How may I
Heal her too.
Tell me. Shadow. Poison.
Oh, she's really getting
Yes?
worked on.
Shadow.
Ah,
Permet
just charmed her.
Goliath.
Been point. Brave thou Philothelim. Following your lead.
That's it.
In poison.
Yeah.
Okay,
For the Republic.
good.
Permet Goliath. Good.
I feel like I find this game to be a game of extremes. Like, we're either doing like the city parts where we're listening to or doing a lot of like reading NPCs talking about lore and about the world, and or in these hyper focused like dungeon environments, which I guess is the eternal condition of a role playing game, right? Of a D&D style game like this. In that's just what you do
Brave thou
in these
Philothelim.
games. You meet NPCs, you fight monsters, and you kind of go back and forth between the two.
That's it.
That's gonna die before you cast the spell. Or shortly thereafter, I
The
suppose.
Arches Vox Converan.
Aye.
Toast. Yeah, I'm not finding these levels to be much of a challenge. I wonder when you're intended to go in.
Time to see and not be seen.
Alright. So this is the other way around this room. Okay. Excellent. Dungeon crawling. Alright. Have we seen everything on this level? Let's examine our map. I think mayhaps we have. Oh hey, my paladin gained a level. Oh, she's so cool looking. A badass hairdo. Alright, let's give her some more athletics. Greater lay on hands. Critical focus. Or deep faith. Let's give her critical focus. I think that'll help.
Que?
There you go.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a dungeon, right? So I'm sure that the difficulty will ramp up as I go through, because that's what they do, because they're dungeons. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to looking at the arc of difficulty, like how it gets more and more difficult and where they choose to plateau it. Stairs down, I think they are.
Me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play this until probably I get to level 7 or 8 of the dungeon, and then I'll go back. Oh yeah, what's
I
up,
understand.
Blood Zone? Alright, are we on level 6 now? I think. Clear out the first 5 levels? Yeah, level 6. The level with the purple crystal.
Let's see what lies this way.
I can feel it in my bones. Also, the architecture has changed. Oh, Skeletor.
Brave Dalfilathili.
Huh? No use. I need something stronger. I'm ready. Dead on.
Your tail ends here.
Here come the skeletons. So many skeletons.
On your word.
Well, I have some skeletons of my own. Well, dragons, actually. They're dragons.
I have.
Oh my god, so many skeletons.
Following your lead.
It's getting insane. Alright,
How may I
get
help?
some AoEs up in here. You need to heal yourself and everyone around you very quickly.
Yeah.
Got Q action in here.
Aye?
Eh? Tell me.
I think we can still make it through. I think we can do it.
Eh?
Brave thou Philon.
The archers vox converan. Quit.
Brave thou
The archers vox converan. The archers vox converan.
Yeah, I know. Whatever you keep saying.
Tell me.
So,
Permet kong swolias.
he seems to have a lot of hit points.
I'm
That
ready.
might be
Quit. The archers vox converan. We're losing people. We've lost someone.
It's just you now, dude.
We've lost someone.
Get the fuck out of there.
You cannot venture forth while in
The
combat.
archers
So you just
vox
can't escape
converan.
combat, I guess.
It's no use. I need something stronger.
It's no use. I need something stronger than me too.
Ceros, Ceres.
Like a scotch.
The archers vox converan.
Hit that thing. Use your sword on it. You're bad.
Stunzenet postendag. For the republics. The archers vox converan.
You're almost done here, or what? There we go.
Permet
Alright.
kong swolias. For the republics.
Paladin MVP, let's do this thing.
The archers vox converan.
Yeah, I'm only doing piercing damage. I need to, I need a mace or something for these Skeletors. That's fine, I'll still win this fight.
Stunzenet postendag. Converan.
Alright, crank him. Crank him with your stick. Yeah! Look at this bloody mess. Hot damn.
Tell me.
Brave thou
What?
Philon.
No! No, we just got out of that fight. Shit. Alright. Do this shit again, huh? Already dead dudes. Okay, we are camping. We're camping right now. Enemies in sight. Where? Oh, Jesus. Get out of here.
Huh? Got it.
How about now? Camping? Yeah, camping. Well, that felt good. Nice work, everybody. Nice work laying on the ground.
Good.
Well, Pellegrini over there did all the work. Send Pellegrino. Let us loot their bones forever. Alright, let's see what she's got here. Fine greatsword. Do you have anything that does crushing? Durance's staff. Can she even use that? But it's two-handed. He's got a crushing weapon. That's good. And this does slashing. Alright, that's fine.
Quit.
If it proves to continue to be a problem, like if I'm really struggling,
Brave thou Philon.
I'll go back and get a better weapon. Like Adar had that big sword.
Good.
Brave thou Philon.
How may I help? Arthur from Rock.
Tell me.
On your word. As you say.
Tell me. The archers vox converan. Zero. Permet kong swolias.
That's it.
Cast it.
Permet kong swolias. Permet kong
Now you can kill
swolias.
the wizard. Excellent. So we haven't learned why they're undead here. I think it's just a given. Like,
I'll
you're in
take
a
a look.
dungeon, so skeletons. But I hope we find
Something
out.
over there.
Oh, there it is. There's the blue seal. Oh, cool, some new armor. And a crested hat. I do not believe we will ever leave this place. I love this. This is a conceit that I love in dungeons. The following a previous group of adventurers and their failings in the dungeon. One of my favorite things. I do not believe we will ever leave this place. I wonder if Merrick still does. It's just the two of us now, as it was when all this began. And the longer we stay, the more certain I am that will be how it ends, too. We barely escaped the Drake. I cannot help but think it must simply not have been hungry at the time. I would call us lucky, but we'll have to pass it again on the way back up. I found Andros. I don't think he was alive for long after that fall, but he made use of his time. The entire pool reeked of Mocha's tears. The crooked bastard always did love his poisons. That's grim. It's grim shit right there. Alright. Compare. Not as good DR. Better recovery, obviously, because it's medium armor. Plus 2 damage reduction. Pierce proofed, which is what I did. This is already pierce proofed. Fine. Safeguarding. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's universally better, but let's give it a try. It has more qualities to it, at least. And plus, she looks way cooler. Look at how shiny she is now. Paladins deserve to be shiny, everybody. Don't forget to shine your paladin. Alright, I think I have time for one more room. And what a room it is.
How may I help?
Oh, Ayla.
On your word.
I don't like that it's practically like as soon as you move from combat,
Eh?
you're dead. Like you just die flat out, basically.
I'm ready.
I mean, I get it, attacks of opportunity and all that, but like, man, it is intensive.
Yes?
Well, do we get some dragons?
For the Republic!
I have
Shadow!
following your
Where?
I'm gonna get up, Ayla. Getting
Tell
knocked
me.
out that often is not good for you. Feeling any different. A little ill, perhaps. I feel fine. Why do you ask? I have heard that the Ingwithans set curses upon their bones for thieves to find. It seems the tales are false. And I'm glad for it, of course. Yeah, dude, it'd be good if we stayed uncursed. Alright, well, I think that that's all the time we have for today's dungeon. I quite enjoy that. I like Kednua. I'm looking forward to digging around in it some more. I'll probably do another 2 levels or so, and then we'll go back out and continue the main quest. I just wanted to come and check it out because it seemed like an important part of the game, and I didn't want to leave it for too long and have it end up be like the keep, like Raedric's Keep from before. So yeah, thanks for coming and checking out Pillars of Eternity.